Welcome to Being Blackout, where we hear no evil, see no evil, and speak no evil. I'm Blackout, and I am deaf, and I am blind. I use hearing aids to hear, and I can't see anything at all. Today I'm going to do some blind reactions, literally some blind reactions. I can't see the screen at all. To some videos, I believe is DeafBlind living. I'm going to try to do a reaction to a few of them, depending on how long they are. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. I have not seen or heard these videos before, I don't think, so let's get into it. I got my iPad. I'm going to watch it on my iPad, and let's see. It is so hot right now. I don't know what this is. I'm guessing somebody's waking up. It sounds like is that an alarm clock? I don't know what's going on. I think this is the day the light flow of DeafBlind, but I'm not sure. Does she speak? Does she sign language? Does she do sign?
My name is Heather Lawson.
Okay, Heather.
And I live in a dark and silent world. I can't see and I can't hear.
Same. I can hear a little bit.
The voice you're hearing is not mine.
Oh.
It's my interpreter, Marie.
Okay.
And I communicate through Tactile Auslan, which is Australian Sign Language.
I thought it was going to be...
I touch the signs.
I thought it was her voice that was speaking, but it's a silent, like her interpreter. So I guess she she got something she said. She has some kind of tool she's using. Let me be quiet so she can speak. How long is this video?
Speech on. 28 minutes 33 seconds. Video playback. Complimentary. Account menu. 28 minutes 33 seconds.
Hear them, so it's all through touch.
She turns into touch.
I use haptics as well. Haptics is just giving me an extra message.
Okay.
So you could draw on my back to explain some scenery.
That's interesting.
People use it overseas. It's only started recently in Australia, but it was originated in Finland. When I do presentations, I have to ask my interpreter to do people's expressions on my arms.
So I have a scratch on my arms.
It gives me emotional messages too. So a smile, a frown, an O is for amazed.
They do.
A scratch is people are laughing. A hit is like, oh, come on.
This is very interesting.
I was born deaf, and as I was growing up, I started to lose my sight.
Does she have Usher? I wonder if she has syndrome.
And slowly over time, it happened. Didn't lose it overnight.
Same.
I could cope as a deaf person, but as a deaf-blind person, I didn't.
Oh, so she went blind later on. She was deaf first. Same. I was deaf, hard of hearing. I can still hear, not completely deaf. And then I went blind later on. I've only been blind for about 4 years. Not due to ushers. If you want to know how I went blind, go ahead and go on my channel. Go ahead, subscribe. Go check that out in the different video.
Yeah, at school, the kids would tease me because I was different.
Yeah, I didn't grow up. I did grow up hard of hearing, but I didn't grow up blind. I didn't really grow up being, well, my family members teased me about being deaf, called me deaf, you know, those things. But, like, in school and stuff, I didn't have those issues.
My face. If we were playing a ball game, I couldn't catch the ball properly. I would drop it and I couldn't find it. And the other kids would laugh at me or say, you know, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, I don't know what it's like growing up being...
You know, and I thought, why are they doing that for? And I used to go off crying to the toilets, and I felt really sad and isolated. When I was losing my sight, it was terrible. I hated myself. I wanted to commit suicide.
I know that feeling. I feel like a lot of people who go through being blind or transition into that have those feelings, at least that I've heard or seen. Like, it's a very dark, like, especially when you're going from being able to see going blind and losing every ending, you're already deaf. Yeah, it's a lot. So I want to say can only imagine what she's going through, because I feel like her situation is a lot worse than mine. especially since she had to go through it so young. It's a very delicate time.
I was so depressed. I was really down. When I started losing my sight, I asked a welfare staff member for help, and they knew about Usher's syndrome, and they said to me, "You've got Usher's," and I said, "What does that mean?"
So she do have time.
And it made me really angry because I wish that I knew early on, and I learned to use a cane and Braille.
I need to learn how to use a cane and Braille. Like I got a cane, I have a white cane. I have a white cane, and I want to learn Braille, but I gotta purchase things to learn how to do Braille. In my situation that I got going on right now, I don't have money for anything like that, but I really need to learn Braille like yesterday. It seems so daunting though, like a lot of different tools that I looked up. It's like, oh, you need like a labeler, you need a peg and slate and a stylus and a cell, a peg and cell, stylus and all kinds of things, and the Braille paper and oh my gosh, it's so, and the little wooden things to learn the letters, and I think I learned a few letters if I can remember from the cells. I've seen a few people on there teaching some Braille using a muffin tin and tentacle. Like that costs so much money, and I don't have any money. It costs money to be, you hear the crack? Get out. It costs money to be disabled.
I'm independent.
That's nice of her. I'm happy for her. I value independence.
So when we arrive in the city, I know that we're getting closer because the rail track curves. So I can,
like, when you're deaf and blind, you have to really rely on feeling the stuff around you. Like, feel like the wind. Like, I get jealous of just blind people who don't have hearing issues because they can hear everything, do echolocation. But when you're blind, you really gotta like focus on. They're like, how do you know this? How you do that? It's like I can feel it. I can feel the difference. Or even if you smell it too, you gotta really like your other senses. They just come more into focus. They don't get heightened. They just come more into focus. It's not like a superpower you get. They just come more focus because you gotta feel it. Like my vision and some of my hearing isn't taking up my focus or my attention, and it doesn't have to be split, especially my vision. So it's easier for me to smell things. People like, you smell that way? Yes, I can. You can't smell that? Like, or like, how you smell that? And then my hearing is. But for just blind people, they can hear all kinds of things. I'm jealous. And feeling things, you gotta really feel. Like that's how I kind of gotta see now, is by feeling on things and stuff. So I get an idea and I imagine things in my head from what I could see from before, and I know how things feel and what things look like. So those images pop up in my head for me personally. I don't know how it works for her.
The carriages move. I know there's people around me in the train. I can smell newspapers or perfume.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm not sure where I am. I'm a bit lost. I always hold.
You know how many times I get lost just being in the room, especially when I had to move in my house just recently, and they got rid of the bed, and I was in there still for a few days with the bed on because I sold my bed and stuff, my furniture. And I was like, I didn't realize how much my bed was an anchor for me. I was just like, oh my gosh, where am I? I'm lost. Where am I? Trying to find the wall. How do I get to the door? Just walking outside. I was like, it's
upside down because I can't see if people are looking at me. So if they are reading that, I know that they will turn it up the right way. So that's how I know people are listening to what I'm saying. I hated Melbourne because there were so many people. I used to have lots of accidents.
Over here, when you're blind, it's not like in the blind community. There's a saying: it's not if you get hit by a car, it's when you get hit by a car. And I said, oh my gosh, I don't want to be hit by a car. I don't want to be hit by a car.
Once I learned to use a cane, I felt okay because people would help me navigate to where I needed to get. DeafBlind Victorians are run by deafblind people themselves, and it's a self-advocacy group.
Okay.
With aim or advocating for
I don't know
equal
any
rights
blind. I don't even know any blind people
to be involved in the community. Hi, I'll be chairing the meeting today, but two things we'll focus on. The DeafBlind communication book and how we can improve on that. And we will talk a little bit about the DeafBlind World Workshop. So is everybody happy with that?
Where was this video when I was going to, I was looking for
I have a communication guide.
DeafBlind information.
Communication guide is my eyes and ears. My sense of smell was okay, but I could still see a little bit. But once I started moving that sight and it was deteriorating, my sense of smell just became a lot stronger.
Yeah.
I can
Well, you
smell
smell so
yellow or white. Do you have any here or pink ones that I could try and smell? I think I'm a little bit out of practice, but I know yellow ones are very strong. They have a very strong smell. Purple ones are strong, and they have a different smell.
She can smell the colors of the fruit or whatever she's getting. I understand.
I love clothes shopping. If I've got something at home that's out of fashion, then I'll just buy something new that is in fashion.
That's how she
I
knows
just
if you feel on it.
material. If it's a 3/4 or a short.
Yeah, like you can feel it. Like I don't have like training or anything like that, but like my sister helped me buy some clothes like last year or something, and I got a skirt, like 2 skirts, and I can feel on them, and I was like, oh, these are cute. I can feel the fabric, so velvety, the strings, they were cute. And she told me the color green. I love green, olive, and forest green type, and I was like, this feels cute. Is this cute? And they're like, yeah, it does. I'm like, it feels cute. Like sometimes you can just feel something and know it's cute, or it's your taste.
Sleeve. I only know the feel of the clothes.
Yeah, you feel
So
it.
I have some braille on my clothes. So
I don't
there's
have
a
any
little
braille.
on
I need to get a braille lever, and I need, like I said, I need to learn braille, and then put, like, I know people do braille on their tags for the colors and all those things. I need that.
button. It says LB, so I know that these jeans are a light blue color. So I make braille labels and put them on my clothes.
Yeah, I'll put the link to this video in the description if you guys want to go watch it, because I know I don't have it on screen. Next time I do a reaction, or figure out how to do a reaction, I'm gonna try to do it to where I can screen share, possibly learn how to do that, so I can have the video up with you guys, so you guys can see what I'm seeing as I'm seeing it. But right now, you guys gotta listen to it just like I gotta listen to it. Also, if you like this type of content so far, go ahead and leave a comment down below, letting me know. Like it and subscribe to my channel. It'll let you know that you guys like it, and it'll let me know to do more videos like this.
This is for my cane. I think they're over that way somewhere.
I have 2 white canes, but I really don't know what I'm talking about. There's a popular way to use a cane.
What is that? Is that a Mexican hat?
She's feeling on something, I'm sure. I feel like
It's
it's
good.
Mexican hat. It looks good. A sombrero? Is that how you say it? Sombrero?
Thank you. Bye-bye.
I think I know the thank you. Is that thank you in sign language? That's all I know. Thank you. And then maybe bye-bye if you wave bye.
Usher's is a genetic condition. I have a brother and sister with Usher's. There is 3 of us.
Oh.
I was the first person in my family to lose my sight. So 3 of us became deafblind.
3 are deafblind. Wow.
I don't think I've ever met another family
Wow.
quite similar sort of situation.
I'm the only one I know who works.
Yeah,
My
so you have
sister?
ushers, you need an
That's
usher's
it?
gene from, so you get the 2 genes from each parent. You need an usher's gene from each parent to have an usher's child. So mum has the 2 genes, meaning that I would have inherited one of those genes, which makes me a character to have one usher's gene as well.
I'm wearing mismatched clothes. I know I was wearing a skirt with this shirt, but I was doing a live earlier, and I decided I wanted to do a video because it's been a long time since I did a video, and I want to do a reaction video, so I just went ahead and put it on some sweatpants that I can find. Hopefully they're not dirty. I don't think they're dirty, but who really knows at this point? All my stuff is everywhere.
We grew up with very selfless parents. You know, they were just absolutely.
Have I never heard this story before? I feel like hearing about
They
big
just the
siblings
family
having
started
big like baby.
And one of the lessons we all learned very quickly was to become very unselfish.
Hopefully you guys can hear me. I don't have a mic, so I need to get a mic. I know why I have tricks around. I am deaf. I need to.
Are you good? I wish it well.
So
Right.
they only I wonder if you guys go watch this video and come back and let me know, do they only communicate with her by touching her? Especially some complex thoughts. How do they communicate with her, like on the go when they're out and about? I didn't know I could lip read before. People, like in school, the nurse was like, "Do you lip read?" And I was like, "No, I don't lip read." She's like, "You do. I can tell."
I remember when, with the three deaf of us in the family, we were quite oral with signing, but when we lost our sight, we didn't use that oral communication anymore because we couldn't see. So I think that really impacted on our family. They had to learn a new way of communicating with us.
I imagine that being hard, having three children that are deaf-blind, like they can't speak or hear or see. That is really hard.
Fair enough. Because the learning for everybody.
Try to make sure they know their needs and stuff, like their children. Make sure they're good
At
and
the same
what's going
time,
on with
deaf-blind
them.
people can seem quite angry, but they're just learning that they have to accept what's going on, and it can be frustrating. But I was a very angry person because I wanted support, I wanted help, but there was
I
nowhere for
imagine
me to
you
go.
felt angry about that, especially as a teenager going through that.
If you're
That's really hard.
negative and angry, can give you mental health troubles.
You get
But at the
angry
same
like
time, I
as an
did have
adult.
help
Like
from
imagine
friends.
going through.
But it was difficult because they had families, they worked, which made it quite limiting.
Oh, especially growing up on a farm, like
There
that's
was
kind of
probably not a
isolating,
lot of
isn't
bright
it?
future for it back
Farms
then.
are usually
And then Able Australia sort of
Isolate a little
involved
bit,
and all that type of thing, and got it to Melbourne, and what that woman hasn't done.
And being
you
deaf
know,
is kind
it
of
just-
isolating
just
in
leaves me
itself.
for
Being deaf. I imagine being blind is kind of isolating, but not like I feel like deaf is like a little bit more isolating because with blindness, if you just have blind, you can still communicate, like you can still speak, and people will still hear you, and it's quicker versus when you're deaf. You can't really speak, or you do silence. People don't really know that. So or if they have to repeat themselves, people don't like repeating themselves. So it's a little bit more isolated. You don't want to take part in conversations. You kind of just be off to yourself a little bit more. I would imagine. I've never been just blind, but I have been just like having hearing issues, being deaf, and it's quite isolated. And I heard that
Carla is a good
the ear doctor told me before that is a very common thing for people. That is a very common thing for people who have hearing issues or are deaf.
Education really helps to improve mental health problems, and I think a lot of deaf-blind people experience that. Deaf-blind people, they do have a lot of anxiety,
Oh, major,
and it's
major.
not fun.
It's not fun.
An example for myself, I have to try and think.
I speak about my anxiety a lot, how my anxiety has been shot through the roof since going blind, and being deaf and blind just really just up the ante like that. It's crazy.
Smartly or a different way just to try and beat that anxiety. So I need to try myself. I know a lot of deaf-blind people with anxiety, they don't try. So you need to try different ways to build up your skills and get rid of that anxiety. They just need support. They can't do it themselves at first. So it's really important that they have that support.
That made me a little
It is
emotional.
scary,
It is important.
but at the same time, you need to think about beating that fear.
Yeah. Like she said, you need the support in the beginning because you don't really know how. And I don't really have that type of support to figure it out. But, I'm going to figure it out. I might be slower than her progress. And it's not fun. Like she said, the anxiety is real. And it just does a lot.
For getting out there and doing different challenges.
I can blink it away. It's gonna be okay. Start doing different challenges, but it's, like she said, it's so scary. I know not to operate in fear, and God got me. I'm not trying to operate in fear. It's just I don't really know how to do it. Who can help me? I don't want to walk outside and get lost, and now I'm just out there lost and scared and don't know how to get back.
I'd look at golfing, it would, I'd look in the corner, it would make me feel better. If I never met Golfie, I don't know where I would be now. Probably in hospital. Who
Golfie,
knows?
her cane? Her white cane? Can she see a little bit? I wonder. But she said she
So
just looked
Golfie
at
does
golf.
have different characters. He's the Easter Bunny with teeth.
Oh, I guess it's a
So-
bunny.
He's a swagman,
I don't know what Golfy is.
plus a jockey for the
What's
Melbourne
Golfy?
Cup.
Do you know what Golfy?
Just make
Leave a comment down if you want to watch this video, or if you heard it in this video. I can't rewind it to go back. It'd be doing too much. But if you guys know what Golfy is, let me know what Golfy is, because I'm confused.
people laugh.
I thought it was the cane, but it's not
Sometimes,
cool.
you know, on Facebook or email people, being blind, touch is really important for me because I don't have any vision. So I have the right to touch things.
Also, if you don't
It's
see
really
me.
important part of my life.
So that answered my question.
So with my clay work, it just helps me understand a picture of what things are. So I
Yeah.
see that through touch.
Exactly. Same these.
I thought that I could never do clay work. I thought it would be difficult, but it's quite easy.
Clay work, like pottery. I once tried
So
pottery.
this is
I
a
did.
new hobby of mine. Because I don't have a TV at home. So, you know, this is something that I can do.
Can she watch TV?
I'd like to do some clay hands and have eyes on the palms of the hands. Because it's like my eyes are on my hands. But I don't want pity.
Oh no.
Then there's people who say, oh,
Same. I did not want pity, especially when I was on. I was like, don't give me pity. And sometimes I just want to talk and complain about things, but people are like, oh my god, I don't know what to say when you say things like that. I don't know. Oh my god, that's so sad. I'm like, sometimes I just want to complain like anything else. Like it just so happens I'm blind or I'm deaf, and that's what I'm complaining about. Like just don't be all like, and then make me feel bad for talking about it.
that's so unfortunate.
I'm not trying to
that
elicit
you are the way
pity.
you are. So it's good to have a good relationship, you know, a friendly relationship with people. I used to feel quite flat and sore because I use tactile signing. I get quite tight in my shoulders, so the gym's really helped me to become strong.
What's tactile? My screen's probably dirty. What is tactile signing? What's that? I don't know what I never heard that before. I don't know what that is. I'm learning something.
Deaf-blind people are very isolated. You can't share your news with other people because there is no information. Or sometimes it's the same old thing and we have nothing to share because we
Right.
are alone. If I'm with someone, they can tell me things that are going on and they can tell me their news and what they've seen. But if there's nothing coming in, it's very isolating.
Kai got worried for screen telling you something about her. I can't read those.
Deaf-blind people have so many barriers and limitations. Before I was blind, I thought I would miss things. I was quite shy and I had bad eyesight, but once I built my confidence, I was able to do what I dreamed that I always wanted to do,
What's that?
skydiving. And I finally did that. I jumped out of a plane. I
Oh,
through the air.
oh heck no.
With a free fall.
Especially being deaf and blind, I'd be so
Yeah.
scared. I'd be scared
Feel
when I
heat
get
on my body. When I
No.
landed on the ground, I was so happy.
I'd be so disoriented, just discombobulated. Like, I guess if you get used to that everyday life, like, what's jumping out of us when
I
we
haven't
out?
gone in space. I can't wait. I'll have to find a guide who is brave enough to go with me.
On a date? No. Is that the end? Did you learn anything new? Because I certainly did. That was a very interesting video. As a deaf-blind woman, that was very interesting. And I'm glad that she has others that are like her that are deaf-blind in her life, because I don't really have anything like that. So I think that's great, and that she has that support. And not only that, like, her family knows how to communicate with her, and not only did they know how to communicate with her, that she was able to pave the way for her younger siblings or whoever came next, for her parents to be able to communicate with them, and however that goes. I think that's very interesting. I know that had to be really hard, really tough at such a very young age to go through that. I think she's completely blind and completely deaf, and that's really, really difficult. I'm completely blind now. That's very difficult. I wear hearing aids, so I can still hear, but it does get pretty silent when I hear anything. So I think that's really good on her. Like, I don't know how old that video is. Like, I'm gonna link that in the description below so you guys go watch it and go ahead and leave a comment what you thought about that video down below. Did you learn anything new? What did you learn or find surprising about that video to learn about deafblind people? Like, she really went skydiving. I can't even. Yeah, go ahead. If you guys have any videos you guys would like me to react to next, go ahead and send that to me and I'll check it out. On another note, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Can you send links or suggest videos? Well, you guys can just suggest videos in the comments. You probably not be able to do links, but you can suggest it. Tell me how to find it. I'll go look it up and see if I can react to that. On that note, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Let's go. Adios, adios, adios.